It is golf's unofficial fifth major. It is the home of the PGA Tour. It is 18 of the most diabolical holes ever strung together. It is visually intimidating. It is narrow fairways. It is water at every turn. But for the player who outlasts all others, it is the richest prize in golf. It is the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. For over 4 decades, this has been the home of the PGA Tour and the site of its flagship event as we bring you opening round coverage of the Players. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. The leader is Trey Mullinax. He's at 3 under par here in the early going. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to close the deal this week after a strong top 5 finish a week ago. We get out to the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 3 17. A beautiful Thursday here on the first coast of Florida. Anticipation in the air for the first real big championship of the year. It is the Players and our featured golfer coming off a very strong showing last weekend at the Arnold Palmer Invitational down at Bay Hill. This is going to be a real test of where you stack up in this rookie season, don't you think, Frank?
I certainly do, Rich. I mean, the who's who of golf are here on a golf course that has tormented so many players over the years. The fact that there's trouble, often on both sides of the fairway. These greens, they can be as quick as anything. And, of course, then you have to finish. And everybody knows how famous this finish here is at TPC Sawgrass.
So, Frank, another week here on the PGA Tour, and we take a look at our featured golfer today, the young rookie, still in search of that first win. But I'll tell you what, that had to be a great confidence boost last week. Didn't get the victory, but to be that young and in the hunt on Sunday, a lot of folks think a breakthrough might be imminent. What do you think?
I think so, Rich. The golf is good enough. I'm just concerned about how thick that brick wall is, because if you play this good and you get a few chances to win and you don't complete the job, your mind actually starts to get in the way.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17, and he'll stay at 2 under. A fine Thursday as we get rolling in this Players' Championship. The course in pristine condition. Frank, we hear so much about this golf course being one that favors accuracy over distance. Is that fair to say?
It is. Often we use the phrase, it favors no one. And I think that's the hardest part of the golf course. There's no stereotypical type winner here at TPC Sawgrass. It really is a good blend of just finding position on some holes. Then the longer hitters, well, they can take advantage. The new 12th hole, for example, the drivable par 4. There's some tweaks in the golf course.
To move right.
That tee shot just finds the first cut. Ball does sit up there. Not too much of a problem.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway.
An awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Took a lot of sand there. That did not have enough to reach the green. It's going to get hung up on the fringe. Very solid performance today, a round of 66. Our featured golfer in a good position, you'd have to say. Just 3 shots off the pace after round 1.
Just got to keep the leaders in check, though. Can't afford to get further away.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Noda Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the home course of the PGA Tour, TPC Sawgrass, it's live second-round coverage of the Players. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Davis Riley is on top. He's currently at 5 under. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth. Second round now here at TPC Sawgrass and the Players. And Frank, as we look at our featured golfer, I think you'd have to say played pretty well yesterday in that first ever professional round on this challenging golf course. And now a repeat of that performance would most likely get them through to the weekend. That's not a bad goal for a rookie on tour, is it?
Certainly isn't, Rich. It puts you in that elite category of only the top 60 or 70 players that'll make Saturday and Sunday. So I think in retrospect, when you look at the quality of this field and the golf course, which nobody over the years, as you and I both know, are ever comfortable on, it is a really solid performance, one you can hang your hat on. Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
15 feet away. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. He moves it to 2 under par. Fifth hole, good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole that just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way, really, to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
That's a bit of a break that the front bunker slowed the ball down, or that might have been headed for the pond beyond it.
I'd give that an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Been in a fairway bunker and safely on the green. You never know, might even sneak a birdie.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Now, it would be tempting to leave this one short. You can worry so much about the break that you forget to hit it. Demands a firm stroke.
Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Another shortish par 4, the 393-yard par 4 6th. Frank, what's the challenge here?
Well, there's 2 bunkers down the left, but that's not really the problem. If you hug that left side, there's palm trees that come into play on that second shot.
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well.
Boy, that's a tough breeze to allow from, coming from the right. Did an excellent job of adjusting for that breeze, and tee shot finishes up in the fairway. That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank's 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker.
Not the best shot we've seen today, but when you consider that was set out of the fairway bunker, it certainly gets a pass grade.
Down to Iona, this for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Yeah, he had a pretty good run at that, but it won't go down. Still pretty good from there. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll stay right where he is. Up next, the 237-yard 8. It's the longest par 3 at TPC Sawgrass with a wide variety of challenges, including a deep, narrow, and sloping green, protected by grass bunkers. Par is the goal here on this very demanding hole. Okay, safely aboard. This from about 10 feet. You betcha, what a roll there. That is in for a birdie. And he gets it to 1 under for his round, 3 under for the week. We close out the front 9 with a 583-yard par 5, one of the most spectacular par 5s in golf. A lake and a bunker on the right and deep woods on the left. Stay out of that. This hole grows narrower as it unfolds. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway.
Two shots around this green is always good. Now, for a little CVS, perhaps a third shot on this par 5, get one close, maybe make 4.
Nearly had it, just going to wander a foot or so by. Disappointment there. I'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right, Rich. Get off to a good start tomorrow, throw a few...
So... EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live third-round coverage of the Players. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Luke List is on top. He's at 6 under par. And our featured golfer, 4 shots back as we get things going. So let's get out and join the fray as we pick things up on the tee at the par 5 11th. Frank, it's day 3 here at the one and only Players Moving Day, as it's known. And as we look at our featured player in contention heading into the weekend, there's some big names on that leaderboard, but right now, hanging tough.
They certainly are. The type of golf that's required, Rich, you and I both know. Pete Dye, he wanted to test you physically, technically, and, of course, mentally. That's the big challenge. They've come through in flying colours the first 2 days, but today it's a little bit more of a mental challenge. What I would advocate is don't look at the leaderboard so much today. Saturday, it could be a long, drawn-out day, so just worry about your own golf.
So a fine Saturday here, Frank, and we start to think about what this weekend might hold in store for our featured golfer in the hunt here on the first page of the leaderboard, looking for that golden goose, a first PGA Tour win, and all that goes with it. In terms of nerves, I would have to think this is the most pressure-filled situation this young golfer has ever faced.
Without doubt, Rich. I think if you follow the maturation process, though, when you first turn pro, a new golf course every week, that takes a little bit of time to get used to. Now you start to see your name on the leaderboard. So if you follow the trend, this is where they should be.
Pretty good. All that remains for a birdie 4. You bet. A birdie here at the 11th. And he's going to get this to 3 under par. Redesigned for the 2017 Players Championship, the 358-yard par 4 12th here at TPC Sawgrass offers a risk-reward proposition. You can try and drive the green, but that water hazard on the left is a consideration. That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing, high launch angle. That was just about perfect. "13 feet away." Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he'll get it now to 4 under par. Just 2 shots off the lead. Well, on this back 9 here at TPC Sawgrass, you know that the 17th as a par 3 gets all the attention. But don't forget about this 181-yard 13th. Really a beautiful little hole and plenty of trouble as well. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. This one of the longest putts you can have on a golf course, though it is for birdie. Look at this putt. That is something special right there. From that far away to gauge that speed, that is so well done. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Rank 14 is so often a pivotal hole here at the TPC Sawgrass.
It is, Rich, and when you see a player hit 2 shots comfortably on this green, you think, what's all the problems about 14? But when you see someone stray left or stray right, you realize that 14 is a real bear.